Guys, I did another comic book auction. Let's see what we got. Whew, second video of the day. Okay, let's go. Hey guys, welcome to ATB. I'm your host T Roy. How you guys doing? And today we are going through what I got at another comic book auction, and it's a nice little. It's kind of a bigger box, so not a lot. It's not a lot, but not a lot. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm talking to myself. Um, so I went back to the same place that I got the last auction, but the actual site, I'm gonna let you guys know it. It is. I'm gonna put the post on here. I really shouldn't though because it's secret. I get such good deals, and I'm letting you guys all in on it. Now everybody's gonna flood it. But it is called HiBid auctions, and they basically do auctions. And the big thing that you have to be careful about with them is that you, oh, that's nice and wrapped well. You have to make sure that you read, because it's, even though it's one big site, but like a bunch of smaller places do their auctions on there, and you really have to read, because I noticed some places are charging an arm and fortune, the buyer's fee basically. Uh, so you're gonna sit there and you're gonna pay, so much money above what you pay, because it's like a buyer's premium. So let's say some of them are like 10% to 15%, kind of crazy stuff. So if you spend something $8, you're actually gonna spend $8.80 or $8.90, because you're gonna pay that buyer's premium for everything you buy. So you gotta take that into account when you're if you go on this website and start ordering. Um, The other thing is some places will only do shipping. Other places will only do local pickup. So you gotta be careful of that too, because luckily I got outbid, and I did get outbid like the last second on something, and it was pickup only, and they were like in Memphis or something like that, and I was like, well, I'm done. But this place was located literally an hour down the road, but they only did shipping, which kind of I thought was stupid, and they charged $28 for shipping, and I think that was high. The packaging was great, so I mean, like, I guess that's fine, but I just, if an extra $30 that you weren't counting on, when initially it looked like it, I swear it said that you could do pickup, and then apparently that you couldn't. So you gotta be careful about that. So there you go. What we're gonna have at these comics is we're gonna have some stuff that I was going for, and then we have some other stuff I just got because no one else bid. And sometimes I'll do just reading material stuff, especially if it's like $1 or $2. So be mindful of that as we go through here. But okay, so first up we have, this is the Lady Death #1 Velvet Edition. I have to figure out what this is going for. I know it's not cheap. Last time I checked. Where's my little list? Sorry for a second. Let me see if I can find this. Okay. I don't know how to do with it. Well, I will try to put what I paid and what it's actually worth again, just like I did the last video when I did one of these auction videos. And that way you can see if I did good, if I did bad, and what your guys' opinion on it. Next up, we have DC's Elvira's House of Mystery #10. That's one that I did not want. I mean, I did not go looking for, but nobody bid on it, so I put like $2 or something like that on it. Then we have #9 of the same. I used to be a huge Elvira fan, and then I had a bad experience. If anybody follows my Funko stuff knows about that, so I'm not going to go into it. But just say, between her and whoever her manager is, they ruined my entire. I just don't think. I think she came across as a horrible person who didn't really care about her fans. That's the way it kind of came out. And if some people, other people told me, well, hey, well, that was her manager, not her. Well, who controls her manager? Just saying. We have another one. Now, this one I thought was kind of cool because it's like almost like I don't know what you would call it. It's like a steampunk almost. I was really surprised nobody bid on those. Okay, here we go. We're getting into stuff I actually wanted. You know I love my man thing. Man thing number 7. And this is in pretty good shape from what I can see. I'm going to do a more detailed view of it outside. It does have a little bit of corner wear on the top and bottom corners, but the staples look good. No rust. Nice comic. Here we have another The Man Thing. Death of a Legend. This one has a little bit of rippling in the top. That would be pressed out without even a problem. And that truly is the only thing I see a problem with it. Oh, right here. There is like 4 spine ticks right in a row. Right here. But overall, I mean, this is all personal collection, so I don't really care about that much on the what way it looks. This one has it's missing a little like chunk out of the corner up there. You can see it. No big deal though. The Man Thing. Cool cover. Then we have another Man Thing. This one again. All the corners look like they are not the greatest shape. The reading covers, obviously, they were probably red, and then they were probably. I've seen people when they drop them in, like they'll drop, not even thinking about the corner getting damaged, especially if they were kept not in a plastic bag. Bag and board. This next one, I don't know. This character, for some reason, I think he's unique, and I think if I remember, he like when he died, he killed some people or something. If I can't remember, you guys tell me. But it is Marvel Premieres, the Jack of Hearts. It's not like a key or anything. I just thought it was a cool cover. Here we go. We got this. I think this is the last issue of the original Man Called Nova series. Kind of cool. It does have, I don't know if you can see it through here though, it does have a single like crease. I definitely think that would probably press out. Oh, I know it would press out now looking at it. But it's got some corner chinks. But other than that, I mean, for a 40 cent comic, it's in really good shape in my opinion. Next up, we have Spawn, number 115. A lot of these late after issue 100 Spawns are hard to find, so, apparently. So I grabbed it just because I'd never seen this cover, and this is immaculate shape. This one, everybody's gonna know why I grabbed it. It's a BAM exclusive variant, and immaculate shape except for one corner. That's a shame. I did not see that. I think they did that afterwards because I did not see that in the listing, and I looked pretty closely, and it's hard not to see. But you can see that color break right there. But it is Kanon, the Last Padawan, number 1. That's going to hurt it pretty bad in value. I literally did get this one because I had something I want that I wanted to trade for, and now that's out the window. But I'm almost positive. Oh my goodness. I'm tempted to go back and see right now. Let's why not? Why we're gonna do it. We're just gonna go and go back here and see real quick. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Bids. Last bids. Oh, it was there. Wow, it just, I swear to God, it looks like it was meant to be there in the picture. It's one of those ones that you can't tell. I don't know. You guys, let me show you guys. You can sit there and see. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me do this. And let's do this. Okay. Now, as you can see here, I'm gonna try to zoom in on it if I can. It's not gonna let me. But if you can see the line right here. But it doesn't look like it goes through the white, which is funny. It's right there. So it truly does look like it was meant to be part of the comic. I mean, it's crazy, but that's okay. Um, Things like this happen. It does say it's in a higher grade, which it's not in a higher grade. It has that damage. It should mention that, like almost every other one that they had mentioned that, hey, by the way, this is the way it works. But I don't know why that one got like that. I don't know. But anyways, let's get back to this. Okay. So I know I might contact them and say, hey, you guys might want to be careful. You said higher grade and it had an obvious color breaking bend in it. This one I got, it's not in the greatest shape, but it's not in the worst shape. But this one that a lot of people want. Yeah, so I grabbed it, hopefully making for some trade. If you're really interested in this issue, I mean, it's not like in the, it's probably like a 7, I'd say, from what I could see so far. I don't know. I'm not good at grading. I'm not gonna tell you right now. I know it presents well. That's what really matters. And of course, a lot of people who do grading, who think they're good at grading. I'm not saying they're not or whatever, but they sit there and they can look at it. And the ones that I've known that have been good can say like, oh, well, we can press that out. We can press that out. So they'll like, okay, I can get this to like an 8, what have you. But the Swamp Thing #9, again, I'm going to show that again because that is such a cool cover. Iconic. I remember that first time I watched that movie. Been a while since I've seen it. Next up, we have, and this one I got to check over because it said it had a rip on it. But it went really cheap, I think, because they said it had the rip. I don't see a rip. Huh. I don't see what they were talking about, but they said there was a rip on this, so I'm gonna have to look at it a lot closer because I don't know. They would miss that corner, that color break corner, but they wouldn't miss this one. But it's Venom #25. Pretty cool cover. I like that. He kind of jumping in front of that. Next up, we have a deranged looking, and I got this. It went from it went cheap, but it's the Power of Warlock #4, 26 comic in great. I mean, it's in immaculate shape, really. I mean, it doesn't even have. I can't see a single. Like, there might be one spine tick, maybe 2 spine ticks. Really, if you really get close, but I mean, it's hard looking like this. You look at it like this, it looks like it's flawless. But my God, does he look deranged, or is it just me? Oh my goodness. But there you go. Old Power Warlock #4. I just thought it was a cooler, older comic, and it went, like I said, it went pretty cheap. This next one, Wolverine #1 variant cover, Chicago Combo Entertainment Expo C2E2 exclusive cover, and I just had to get this because of that cover. Look at that. That cover is awesome. Pretty cool. Then we had Wolverine with Mr. Fix-It. It's Wolverine #7. Kind of wish they would have said Mr. Fix-It instead of Incredible Hulk down there, but Mr. Fix-It was kind of new. I can tell you, I know the other one's more iconic, but I kind of like the that one, this cover almost more, just because I like the inference of it. You know, that something bad's gonna happen. This next one, it went incredibly cheap for as much as I know it goes for. It is in really remarkable shape. It's in good shape, good cover. Probably past the 9. There is not a single spine break on this one. But it is Wolverine number 10. This is the first time Sabretooth and Wolverine fight in his series. Good key issue, if I remember right. And again, I'll be putting all that stuff on when I do it, so you already know. This next one, I'd never seen this comic before, in any way, shape, or form. But this one is Demon Days X-Men number 1. It's got one. I can't. You know what? I'm not even sure if that's a spine tick. I think that's part of the art. You can see it right there. That right there. I think that's actually part of the art, and it is part of the art. I can tell it now. Pretty cool. I just had never seen that before, and I like my variant covers. I don't like paying a lot for variant covers, but I do like them. Next up, we had Wolverine number 12. I have a lot of the Wolverine series. I haven't decided if I'm going to go, because there's so many. I'm not sure if I want to go for the full set or if I'm just going to do like 1 through 50 or 1 through 100 or something like that. I don't know. I'll keep you tuned on that. Next one, I had to grab this one. I thought it looked pretty cool. Because I'm pretty sure that's what's her name from Thor. I cannot remember why. I don't know why, but it is Adventure in the Fear number 15. Pretty cool cover. And again, I love my man thing. Next up, this one is in really rough shape. It's got a detached staple, but I extremely enjoy comics that have sharks on the cover. So that's what I do. Wow, let me fix my camera. When I fixed it earlier, it went down too low. Sorry about that. So I saw this one, and it's such an older comic, and it has a shark on the cover. So I had to get it. It's Adventures into Unknown, number 121. Look at that. That's just a very cool cover. It's going to look good presented on the wall or what have you, whatever I decide to do. And really, I mean, until you get really, really close, I mean, it looks nice. So that's what I'm saying. It presents nice, especially from a little bit of a distance. Getting close to it and scrutinize it. And the one thing that you can see on here, and I don't know if you saw, you could tell it, but it does have a rip right up here, right by in between the A and the L. You really can't notice it's there until like there you should have been able to see it. But anyways, for the reason why I got it, and I didn't pay very much for it, I just I needed that. I like that older stuff like that. This next one, variant cover, so of course I had to get it, and it's a Wolverine, but it is the all new Wolverine Venomized cover, and that is pretty sick looking. This one went really cheap, and it's got one spine break on it, but everything else, it just needs a pressing, really. But it is the Crisis on Infinite Earths. Oops. There went my lightsaber. Crisis Infinite, Final Fate of the Flash. This is where the Flash does die, and he stays dead for quite a while. This is Barry Allen's Flash. Number 8. Really great condition. I'm probably going to send that off. I might get that pressed and graded, to be honest. We're going to do that one last. Then the next one, this is a second print, but I had to get it. It's Wolverine Old Man Logan, and it is the one where he's being chased by a T-Rex that's venomized. I mean, come on. It's a venomized T-Rex. I know it shows up more often than not than I thought it did, but to be on the cover like that, it's awesome. It's like a homage to Jurassic Park. And last, but definitely not least, this one definitely has some wear and tear on it. It's going to need pressed. It's going to need cleaned. I'm probably going to be putting a little bit of money in this to get it, making it look a little nicer. Maybe. I don't know. To be honest with you, this might just be my reader copy, and I'll try and find a better copy somewhere else. It all depends, because there is a lot of little things that I'm not sure that they could fix. But this is the all-new, all-different Uncanny X-Men number 106. The Return of the Angel. Pretty freaking cool comic. But there you go. So up here, I'm going to show you what this is, my total cost right over here. You should have seen what all I've gotten, what I paid, what it currently goes for, and I am going to try to stick with what I think it would grade. I'm not going to sit there and put it like at 9.4s or 9.9s or 9.8s and or all that stuff. I'm going to put what I believe it's at, and sometimes that kind of hurts me on grade value. But I want to be honest with you guys. I want you guys to sit there, so I'm always going to like grade it lower than what it might be. Just because I want to say, is it worth doing these auctions or not? So that's it. I have nothing else for today. I want to make sure you guys are checking in with your friends, family, and loved ones. Make sure they're okay. Make sure that they know you're doing okay. And as always, don't forget, Collectors Help Collectors. I'm out. Peace.